I want to talk to you about the dark web, but most specifically, very reliable dark web monitoring services because you never know. Like people actually steal your identity and they actually go on dark web to actually sell it. And before you know it, you have credit cards being opened in your name. You have loans. You have lines of credit, all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. So here are the facts I want you to really think about. When I speak about the most reliable dark web monitoring services, I'm talking about companies that actually help you out, actually keep your data clean. This is very important. I mean, while there are legit uses for the dark web, this shadowy corner of the online world is mostly known as a haven for hackers and scammers who use it to anonymously buy and sell anything from leaked personal credit card numbers to personal data to fake IDs and more. I mean, it's kind of crazy what's happening on the dark web. And the last thing you want is to actually have your data actually being sold. I mean, being transacted on in the dark web. Okay, and so basically, I want to share with you 7 companies that can really help you out, actually keep your data out of the hands of those scammers. Now, how do dark web monitoring services work? Really, the thing is that when you actually think about the dark web, think about a network of websites and often illegal marketplaces that cannot be reached via normal search engines. And this is not to be confused with the deep web, which contains password protected web pages such as your email inbox or even social media settings. So the dark web is only accessible by using anonymous web browsers like the Tor browser that actually hide the user's identity. Okay. And the thing here is that the anonymous nature of the dark web makes it appealing to cyber criminals, but also anyone else who requires a high level of privacy, such as whistleblowers or even, in some cases, investigative journalists. So the thing is that basically, dark web monitoring is a type of threat intelligence that detects this sensitive information on the dark web. So using artificial intelligence and automation, monitoring tools scan hundreds of websites to notify you quickly of personal information leaks, identify passwords and credentials that need updates, and also provide early warnings of company hacking. So this is kind of cool to think about it that way. So if you want to have the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring services of this year, here's a review I want you to pay attention to. The first search company is Identity Guard. And when you think about Identity Guard, you have a pretty wonderful story with dark web monitoring, because this is actually a great player in the field, because Identity Guard really is an all-in-one identity theft and fraud protection service that actually combines dark web monitoring, identity theft protection, 3-bureau credit monitoring, safe browsing tools, and more. So you have, and the cool thing is this company has been around for over a quarter of a century. So that's really cool. I mean, it tells you a lot about their strength, right? Because over 25 years, they've been doing the same thing, same exact thing. That's really good. And where Identity Guard excels is really in the sheer amounts of personal data it tracks online and on the dark web. And your Identity Guard watch list can include over 70 to 80 pieces of personal information, including your social security number, your driver's license, your healthcare ID, and more. So that's kind of cool in terms of giving you a holistic approach. So what are the pros and cons of Identity Guard here? The pros first. You have 24/7 dark web monitoring. You have 3-bureau credit monitoring with near real-time fraud alerts. You have white glove fraud resolution, and you have a built-in password manager. On the flip side, you have there's no free trial for Identity Guard, but you do have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So this is kind of cool. And there are limited features on the budget-focused value plan, no credit monitoring, and you have no app for iOS devices. In terms of pricing, as of the date of this show, you are looking at the value plan that it's around $6 to $12 per month. That's the individual. For a family, you're paying like $15 per month. On the total plan, you're paying somewhere from $20 to $25 for individuals and $25 for a family. And on the Ultra plan, you're paying somewhere from $25 to $35 for individual and $30 to $40 for a family. So all Identity Guard plans come with a $1 million identity theft insurance policy for each adult plan member. So something to really think about. If you are thinking about the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring services, I want you to think about Aura. And what I love about Aura, and what you will love about Aura, is that you have an all-in-one solution. You have a holistic solution that really provides robust dark web monitoring and an extended watch list. So similar to Identity Guard, Aura includes safe browsing tools, a secure password manager, and credit and bank account monitoring. However, Aura actually expands its digital security features with antivirus protection, a military-grade VPN, AI-powered scam call and text protection, and more. So that's kind of cool. And Aura also offers a family plan with parental controls, identity and fraud protection for up to 5 adults and unlimited children, and up to $5 million in insurance coverage. So where Identity Guard is giving you $1 million in insurance coverage, Aura is giving you $5 million. So like Identity Guard, Aura family plan members can reside in different households. That's not a problem for Aura. So what are the pluses and minuses when you think about Aura? The pluses first. You have a 14-day free trial with a 60-day money-back guarantee. So that's kind of cool. You have 24/7 US-based support team, and also a dedicated white glove fraud resolution set of specialists, also available 24/7 to assist identity theft victims. You have accurate data breach monitoring, public records monitoring, and financial account monitoring. You have parental controls and child identity monitoring to actually protect kids while they browse or game online. So on the flip side, when you think about Aura, you have the advanced features are only available on certain devices. For example, safe gaming only runs on PC. There is no social media monitoring or phone takeover monitoring. And you do have Aura is a little more expensive. Let's talk about that. So how does Aura really, how much does Aura really cost? On the individual plan, you have $12 per month. On the couple plan, for like 2 members, $22 per month. And the family plan, which is 5 adults, you have, and the unlimited kids, by the way, you have $37 per month. If you're looking for the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring services this year, I want you to consider LastPass. And LastPass actually is kind of cool because here is a tool that was originally developed as a password manager, and that has later on revamped its services. So it has expanded its product to include dark web monitoring. So LastPass prompts you to change weak and reused passwords and provides an overall security score based on the strength of those passwords. But beyond that, LastPass functionality is quickly limited. So the company has also suffered several data breaches over the last decade, leaving users unsure of LastPass' ability to safeguard their most sensitive data. Okay, so let me talk to you about the pros and cons when it comes to LastPass. The pros first. When you think about LastPass, you have 24/7 monitoring against the database of compromised credentials offered on every plan, including the free plan. You have 30-day free trial before converting to a paid plan. So that's kind of cool. That's really good. You have passwordless login, so that's really good. So you have one-time passwords and advanced multi-factor options like YubiKey and fingerprint authentication. And you also have a service that helps you in terms of change weak, reused, and at-risk passwords straight from the LastPass UI, the user interface. So what about the cons here? What about the drawbacks? When you think about LastPass, what are the minuses? LastPass only scans for emails and passwords, not social security numbers, driver's licenses, or physical addresses. Here is a player that has a history of major breaches, so this really makes it hard for consumers to trust LastPass services. And you also have a dated design and a clunky web app, according to some reviewers. So this is something to really think about. If you care a lot about UI and UX, then you might want to think twice before going for LastPass. But hey, listen, it's still a decent dark web monitoring service. In terms of pricing, you have a tool that's very, very affordably priced, because you have, as of the date of this show, on the premium plan, you have $3 to $5 per month billed annually. And on the family plan, You have a $4 to $10 per month billed annually. If you are looking for the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring service, I want you to think about Norton 360. And Norton is a big name when it comes to virus protection, when it comes to identity theft protection, when it comes to online protection. Okay, I mean, Norton 360 gives you all kinds of protection. You have protection from hackers, viruses, malware, and ransomware. And so while most people know Norton 360 is an antivirus software, its higher priced plans offer dark web monitoring and the opportunity to add identity theft protection through LifeLock. So in addition to tracking data leaks and online marketplaces, Norton 360 monitors your phone and social media for signs of account takeovers. However, Norton 360 also experienced, and that's really surprising, but hey, it is what it is. It happens. So here's a company that also experienced a recent bout of cyber attacks. So in years past, Norton's parent company, LifeLock, was charged by the FTC for deceptive marketing and failure to secure consumer information. So what are the pros and cons here when it comes to a Norton 360? On the plus side, you have a built-in firewall, antivirus, and powerful VPN. Here is a service that scans dark web forums and hard-to-find sites for, let's say, unique identifiers like your mother's maiden name, insurance numbers, gamer tags, and credit card numbers. And you also have a generous victim compensation plan, up to $3 million total with LifeLock Ultra plan. On the flip side, basically automatic renewal happens at $179.99 per year, far steeper than the $99.99 sign-on price. To activate dark web monitoring, you must purchase actually a deluxe or a premium plan. So this is really problematic, but hey, listen, it is what it is. And thousands of Norton 360 accounts were compromised in a 2022 credential stuffing attack. So this is something to really think about. But overall, when you think about costs here, you have deluxe that will cost you $49.99 first year, then up to $119.99. And on the select plus LifeLock, you have $99 first year, then up to $179.99 at renewal. If you're looking for the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring services this year, I want you to think about ID Shield. And ID Shield is kind of cool because it offers a dark web monitoring with wrap around identity theft protection services. And so established by parent company Legal Sheet, ID Shield places a greater emphasis on identity theft recovery than on other tools. And the company even employs private investigators to help you track down perpetrators. So what are the pros and cons here you have to really think about? The pros, you have additional monitoring for medical data, court records, address changes, social media, and sex offenders. That's really good. You're going to love the level of depth and breadth that ID Shield really brings to the table here. You also have access to licensed private investigators during remediation services. And ID Shield say it doesn't share personal information unless necessary, as outlined in its privacy policy. So that's kind of cool. What about the cons here? You have an abundance of alerts that can really make it tough to know what's the real issue and what's not, right? They're trying to bother you all the time. So it can be a little annoying for some users. And users report limited customer support with no online option to cancel. And you have a buggy interface and confusing login process. So the UI and UX need to be really improved when it comes to ID Shield. In terms of cost here, ID Shield offers 2 plans, only 2, but hey, listen, it is what it is. 2 plans distinguished by the number of credit bureaus it really monitors. So you have 1 bureau monitoring that will set you back $14.95 per month on the individual plan and $29.95 per month on the family plan. And then you have 3 bureau monitoring. This will set you back $19.95 per month on the individual plan and $34.95 on the family plan. So each plan comes with dark web monitoring, social media monitoring, social security number monitoring, court records monitoring, and medical data reports. Note that ID Shield doesn't offer promotional pricing for new users, so something to be aware of. If you're looking for the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring services this year, I want you to really think about Identity Force. And Identity Force is actually a TransUnion company. And this company offers a strong identity theft protection that includes dark web monitoring. And paid plans come with advanced monitoring features, a smart SSN tracker, junk mail opt-outs, and fast fraud alerts. So that's kind of cool. And all Identity Force plans include dark web monitoring. However, only the Ultra Secure Plus credit plan includes what Identity Force calls dark web dark analysis. So according to the company, this feature combines human research and investigative methods to analyze potentially exposed information. But the thing is, these advantages come at a price. So Identity Force plans are more expensive than other services that provide similar features, and their recovery policies vary by plan, really. So what are the pros and cons of Identity Force here? So on the plus side, here's a service that includes advanced monitoring for social media and payday loan monitoring. You have a 30-day free trial for the Ultra Secure plan. You have helpful remediation services provided for lost or stolen wallets and deceased family member fraud. And you also have a service that offers a home title fraud reimbursement, but no active monitoring. What about the cons here? What about the minuses? Family plans only cover 2 adults, and there is no plan for a couple. For couples, and you have no money back guarantee, unless unlike other providers that we have shared with you in today's conversation, and there is no native VPN. So Identity Force partners with a company called Trend Micro to offer this service. So this could be a little problematic. In terms of pricing, you have two price levels. You have the Ultra Secure. This will set you back $20 per month per member, or $200 per year. And then you have the Ultra Secure Plus Credit. This will set you back $34.90 per month per member, or $349.90 per year. So pretty straightforward. And also, you are able to child identity theft protection is an extra $2.75 per month per child. Next, you have Experian Identity Works. Here is also another wonderful, reliable dark web monitoring service this year. So, like Identity Force, Identity Works is backed by a major credit bureau, Experian. Okay, and Experian built Identity Works to help users maintain their credit scores and monitor their online identities. And Identity Works actually offers a free one-time dark web scan, and paid plans include a monthly privacy scan. So that's kind of cool, especially when it comes to the holistic nature of things. And although the monthly privacy scans only check for potential threats to your phone number, address, and email. Okay, so what are the pros and cons of this player here? The pros first, you have free 7-day trial with daily credit report and scores. You have a service that sends additional alerts for non-credit loans, identity validation, and financial takeovers. And the highest tier plans, actually, the plan comes with credit protection features like Experian Credit Lock, daily Experian credit reports, and a FICO score tracker. So that's kind of cool. On the flip side, the free version only checks your Experian credit score and searches for basic personal information and data breaches. You have dark web monitoring is kind of limited to email addresses, physical addresses, and phone numbers. And Identity Works tracks some of your data like your wireless carrier, IP address, and operating system. In terms of pricing, you are looking at, for the premium, you'll have a $24.99 per month. And the family, one additional adult up to 10 children, you are looking at $34.99 per month. Okay. And Identity Works offers a no upfront discounts for new users. So here are the extras I want to share with you. Can you scan the dark web for free? Yes, you do have free dark web scanners. Okay, they only check your email address. They are unable to scan for more sensitive information like your social security number or financial details. But it's never possible, by the way, to remove your info from the dark web. Once your info is leaked, it's almost impossible to get it taken down, and you can't guarantee it won't spread to other forums and marketplaces. Instead, your best bet is to change your passwords and open new financial accounts. Okay, that's really the thing you have to do. And now, how do you protect your data before it ends up on the dark web. Well, you want to use unique passwords and 2FA on all accounts. Limit how much information you share online. Check privacy policies and reduce the amount of data you give to companies in the first place. Learn how to spot the warning signs of a phishing scam or a fake website and delete old accounts. That's very important. So in conclusion to this conversation, I'll share with you the top 7 most reliable dark web monitoring services. I give you the facts, the review, the extras, and now the conclusion. In terms of review, I spoke to you about Identity Guard, Aura, LastPass, Norton, 360, ID Shield, Identity Force, and Experian, Identity Works. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.